Hey everyone, I'm just calling you up to take you on a little walk and a talk, but I hope it's not going to be too windy. I've taken you to this park before, but we were on the other side when we took a short trip through the woods before. And this is the one other side of this park. You can see this trail goes all the way down there, and then it bears off to the left and bears off to the right where the parking lot is over there. But this trail goes all the way down there and goes off to the sides. People walk here, and there's bike trails. They walk their dogs here. One of these paths up ahead off to the left goes down to a creek where people go fishing if there's any water in it. My phone said it's 49 degrees and sunny. It feels a little warmer than that if you don't get that breeze. I sure am glad I'm not back home in Massachusetts, because they're expecting a blizzard, about a foot of snow. Let's see, go over here, I think, because I want to tell you something. It'll be easier if I sit down and tell you. Thank you for all the great comments on my big Facebook yarn haul. I've answered most of them. I gotta go back and answer some more. But remember this tree? I don't know, but I love this tree. I even got some new subscribers through that video, so welcome. Appreciate that. Let's see. See, there's another trail. We'll sit here. I have said this before. This would be a great place for our Crochet and Knit Addicts of North Dallas Facebook group that meets up once a month. This would be a wonderful place when the weather gets warmer. Before the hot summer comes, because there's no cover over these tables. And there's another path. What I was gonna share with you about Facebook Marketplace is how I make it work for me. Like I've said in my videos, I'm a penny pincher. And can you see that card? No, probably not. I cannot see what you see because I have a bad glare. Yes, I'm a penny pincher, and nothing's wrong with that. I try to be really careful with my money. I don't mind telling you that I have had to be living off of Social Security because of the spinal cord disease and the brainstem disease. And when I had to go apply for my Social Security, I had just made the threshold of how many years he surprised me. I don't know if you can see. I had just made the threshold of how many years you need to have worked and all to collect. So my check is not very big, but God is always taking care of me. I have nothing to complain about. And it has taught me how to budget and how to manage my money, and that is just how I live. And so, let me get back to the Facebook Marketplace, how I make it work for me. What I do is I try to bargain with the people. If they have, now that big, huge Hobby Lobby bag filled with all that yarny goodness for just $10, I did not bother to haggle with the lady. First of all, I had already bought all variegated yarn from her the week before at a very reasonable price. And she's very, very nice. We stood outside on her little porch there and chatted that day. And then when I saw that she put up that bag, I contacted her, and I've mentioned this. I contacted her, it was about 4:08 in the afternoon, and told her I was interested and if she remembered me, and she said yes. And she said, you know what, you're going to get caught up in all that traffic, because she's not in my city. I had to go to another city to get it. She said, why don't I mark it sold on Facebook, and I'll hold it for you for tomorrow, for whenever it was convenient for me to go. So, she didn't have to do that, but she did, and I appreciate it. And that big bag, like I said, was only $10, and I told her the day before or the afternoon before, I can come tomorrow around 11, and she said sure. So that's how that worked out. There's been some other people I've gotten yarn from, or that piece of furniture that's in my added-on room that has those cubbies and that one unique drawer. Now I haggled with her, and she lives in my city, so I wasn't gonna have to spend much gas, to go get that. But I had a certain amount of money set aside for either thrift store or Facebook Marketplace finds, and I didn't want to spend all of that on that piece of furniture, even though I love that piece of furniture and I found it so unique with that one drawer, and then how the shelves can be adjusted and all. And like I said, it came with, I think, I don't know, I haven't counted them yet, 4 brand new shelves that are still in the package. And she was willing to negotiate and take my offer, so that worked out. Now there's another lady that for about 2 months now has had blanket yarn, brand new blanket yarn, listed on Facebook Marketplace for a certain price each, and no one has bought any from her, and she's been on it for about 2 months. Now I don't want to pay, even though it's just $4 each. I don't want to travel to that city, and I'm going to be using my gas, I'm going to be using my time, and just to go and buy 1 or 2 for $4 each, it doesn't work out for me. When I consider my time and gas, it's not affordable. So what I did was I contacted her, I guess 3 days ago, and I offered her a price for all of them. She has 8. Now, I've worked with that blanket yarn. I made a blanket that our monthly group was doing baby things for that Preston Pregnancy Center, and I made a baby blanket with the blanket yarn. I had not worked with it before, and I really don't like working with it. But Nancy, who sort of runs our group, who's a friend of mine and a friend of Jill's, Fiberfloozy Crafts, and a friend of Jamie from Jamie's Hooked, she just loves that blanket yarn, and she whips up those blankets. And I was going to buy all those 8 skeins of that blanket yarn for her, because it wasn't too long ago that she had a whole bunch of baby yarn. I forget the brand. And she brought it to a meetup and she gave it to me. And I'm going to make baby things to give back to the group, to give to her, because she has the connection with the Preston Pregnancy Center. And I'll make up some baby things with with that yarn that she gifted me, and I'll donate the items to the pregnancy center. So, one hand washes the other. Now, I put out an offer to this lady that has 8 skeins of this blanket yarn. I guess you're tired of looking at those. inches, so I'll walk with you. Yeah, I put out an offer, and she got back to me, and she said that she would accept my offer. And I said, okay, please tell me where to go, and when could I come by? Well, that was 3 days ago. She never got back to me that day, that night. That's okay. The next morning, she sent me a message saying that she never saw my reply, and she still has the 8 skeins available, and she's still willing to take my offer. I said, okay, thank you. I'm still interested. Could you please tell me where to go and when I can come by? Guess what? I think today's 2 days from that, my last reply. Never heard back from her. And so I'm not going to chase her or anyone else around for a deal. And if she contacts me again, I'll just politely tell her I'm not interested anymore. So, I mean, that's the way it goes. Now, I got also a great deal on those outlet covers yesterday. They're brand new, like I showed you. And they have cactuses on them. And they were $5 for both of them. And the lady lives in my city, just, maybe 15 minutes from me. So, that wasn't too much time or gas. But when I have to go to Plano is huge. And I may have to go to the other side of Plano to get something. Now, it's going to have to be a really good deal for me to do that. Or the other direction, Rockwell, depending what part of Rockwell, Farmersville, which is out in the country. I factor in my gas, and then I make my offer. Why not? Just because they put an item and a price, it's not set in stone. How bad do they really want to get rid of it? I don't think it's bad to make an offer, even though it's not called offer up. I still make an offer if I feel like I should make an offer. That's what I do, and that's how it works for me. Now, another issue I've had with Facebook Marketplace, when people have had yarn. There was someone riding their bike behind me, and I stopped so that they could go by, but they went on another trail. Look how these trees are. How they bend. Well, that one's actually broke, but still. Let me collect my thoughts. Okay, so when someone there was someone that had really nice yarn, variegated yarn, and some vintage yarn, and I think 5 or 6 different crochet books. Now this was like last year, and they were about 10 minutes away from me, and their price was very, very reasonable, so I didn't haggle with them. I replied back that I'm interested, and could they let me know when it's convenient that I could come by? Well, they were what's the word, very hesitant, because they saw my name, that I'm a guy, and they replied with some kind of comment. I forget exactly what it was, but I replied back to them, letting them know I do crochet, and you can see on my Facebook profile about my crochet. Whoa, almost fell. Because I have the link to my website there, Alpha and Omega Crocheting. And that's really only why I have Facebook. If any of you look, I don't have Facebook to really be in contact with friends or send pictures to friends or collect their pictures. Oh, here comes some walkers. Gonna step aside. I have it because when my pastor's son made me that website, I think it asked something about a Facebook link, and so we made the Facebook page, and then also to have it to join several different groups, morning or afternoon, and so that's why I have it. And so I mentioned that to this person. Oh, this video is 16 minutes. And said, you could check it out. You know, I am a guy, yes, and I do crochet, and I would love to buy that yarn and those books. That's it. Well, they declined me because I'm a guy. I guess maybe they didn't trust. You know, I can understand with how everything is in the world. There's sketchy people. So I missed out on that, but that's what happened. Like I said, that was last year. But mostly I've had good results with Facebook Marketplace, as you can tell. Plus I've made connections with people in the community that crochet or knit, and I've been able to let them know about the Crochet and Knit Addicts of North Dallas Facebook group and our monthly meetup, and some of them have joined the Facebook group, and I know of one that is planning to come in February to our meetup. So that is great. Oh, this wind, it just takes my breath away. I haven't done so well with selling on Facebook Marketplace. A couple years ago, I posted some of my crochet work and tried to sell it, and I didn't make anything that way. The best way that I've made any kind of money through my crochet is word of mouth. I have made some money off my website, but that's been a while that's happened. I really need to get it updated. What I'm gonna have to do is excuse me for sniffling, I didn't bring a tissue and the allergies are starting to kick in. What I'm gonna have to do for my website is find someone that I can pay a little bit of money to help me update it, because all I have is my phone. Like I've said before, no laptop, no tablet, no iPad, none of that. I have my phone, and it's too hard for me with my vision problem to just, manage that with my phone. My pastor's son, he has 2 sons. The older one just got married in August. And, they just announced last night that they're going to be having a baby. Of course, it's too early for them to know the gender, but they are over the moon. And then my pastor's other son is 20-something. He works very hard. And he's also just trying to start up his own business. So he's real busy. And he's the one who has helped me with my website. And I'm just going to have to find someone that has some time that I can offer some money. Excuse me. Offer some money. What it is I have pictures of newer things or things that I had made before that were packed away that I took out. And I need those to be downloaded to my website with the description of them, which I have written down, and the measurements and the price. And other things that are on my website that have sold or haven't sold, need to be taken out. Oh boy. I don't want to advertise, like on Facebook. Is there anyone around that could do this? Or on the neighborhood app, because you don't know, Do they really know how to do that? I'm sure it's not hard. I watched my pastor's son do it on his laptop. And of course, he's very technical. Anyway, that's why I keep saying my website has to be updated. My website has to be updated. I'm sorry you keep hearing me say that, and I'll try not to say it. But I will get working on finding someone to help with that, because I got so many blankets that need to be sold so that I can get a laptop and then, be able to do these things. Is this the path we came down? It don't look like it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to show you that pink camel baby blanket better than what I did yesterday. And also, I have another blanket that is granny squares. So I made the granny squares out of just scraps, leftovers, whatever you call them. And then I trimmed them all. Now most people trim them in black or cream. I went with a bright yellow. Oh boy, is that blanket bright and colorful. And I would like to show that to you too. You know what? I don't think this is the same path we came down. I think we were over there. Yep. I need to make my little monster a sweater. Sadie too, but especially Monster. Sadie's Chihuahua. She's used to having short hair. Monster's a Maltese. She's used to having fur. And, when I took her to PetSmart, I had them shave her all down. And so, she's cold. How long is this? Oh no, 23 minutes. This will take hours to upload. So I probably better cut it off. I like it when I see vines, growing up a tree. Of course, this is kind of dead from the winter, but it'll be growing. It will come back to life. I like that. Okay, guys and girls, I'm gonna end this and get out of here. It was a nice walk. Thanks for answering when I call you up. And I hope everything I said made sense. I was kind of all over the place because I never write things down that I'm going to talk about. But hope you enjoyed this walk and talk out here in the woods. And I'll be talking to everyone later. Have a good rest of your day. And remember to be kind to everybody because somebody is having a bad day.